Hi everyone, it's Bianca here. Welcome to a new tutorial. Today I show you how to work this colorful mosaic granny square. Let's get started. You can make this square in so many colors as you want. I have here leftover yarn from some projects for me, and for my choice of yarn I need a 4mm crochet hook. You need also a scissors and a needle. We start with the first color for round 1 and we begin to make a granny square. Make a magic circle on the hook. And then we start with our first double crochet, that's a chain 3. It's 1, 2, 3. And this double crochet is the last double crochet of the last group that we work here in the magic circle. We start with a corner, that's a chain 2. It's 1 and 2. So we have here in the beginning a chain 5 double crochet and a chain 2. Now in the magic circle make 3 double crochets, yarn over, enter hook in the magic circle, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, pull for 2, yarn over, pull for 2. That's 1. Another double crochet in the magic circle. That's 2. Yarn over in the magic circle and make a 3rd double crochet. This is your first group of 3 double crochets for the granny. Now you make a corner, make a chain 2, 1 and 2, and now back in that same magic circle make 3 double crochets for a next granny group. It's 1, 2, 3, and then make a chain 2 for a corner. Again 3 double crochets in the magic circle. It's 1, 2, 3, and then make a corner, chain 2, and now we have to make our last granny group. Here in the beginning we work that chain 5. The first chain 3 counts for a double crochet. We have to make 2 more double crochets in the magic circle. That's 1 and 2, and the 3rd one is then here that chain 3. Now we pull on that short tail of the magic circle to close the ring like this, and now we close on top of the first double crochet, that's the chain 3 in the 3rd chain stitch. 1, 2, 3 in that stitch. You go in with your hook and make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through and pull through, and now you see that your first chain 3 here is your last double crochet of the last group of 3 double crochets. So your first round is complete, and you see here also a little square. Round 2, we want to start in the corner space. To work in that corner space we have to jump over in that chain 2 with a slip stitch. So you go into that chain 2 corner space, grab your yarn, pull through and pull through. So we start here in the chain 2 corner space. We start with our first double crochet, that's a chain 3. It's 1, 2, 3, and now back in that same chain 2 corner space make a group of 3 double crochets. Your first double crochet is that chain 3, so we have to make 2 more double crochets in that space. It's 1 and 2. Now make a chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you go back into that same chain 2 corner space with another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. This is our first new corner. Now make a chain 1. Now you skip over the next 3 double crochets to the next chain 2 corner space and make a new corner. 3 double crochet in that corner space. That's 1, 2, 3. Then in the corner make a chain 2, 3 double crochets back in that same chain 2 corner space. 1, 2 and 3 for your second corner. Make a chain 1 for a straight side to jump over the 3 double crochets here of the previous row. In the next chain 2 corner space make a new group of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then make a chain 2 for the corner and 3 double crochets back in that same chain 2 corner space. 1, 2 and 3, and then after that corner from straight side make a chain 1. We have to make the last corner here. Skip over the next 3 double crochets. In the next chain 2 corner space make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Make a chain 2 in a corner, 3 double crochets back in that same chain 2 corner space. And then after that corner we make 1 chain for a straight side. Now we make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet, that's the chain 3. In the third chain stitch, 1, 2 and 3. In that stitch you go in, grab your yarn, pull through and pull through. Round 3, we start with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3 counts for a double crochet, and this is our last double crochet of this round. To skip over the next 3 double crochets we have to make a straight side, and that's a chain 1. So make a chain 1 more. So we have here in the beginning a chain 4, counts for a double crochet and a chain 1. Skip over the next 3 double crochets, and then here in the chain 2 corner space we make a new corner. 3 double crochets in that corner space. So 1, 2 and 3, and then in the corner we make a chain 2. 1 and 2 back in that same chain 2 corner space with 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3 for a new corner. To skip over the straight side over the next 3 double crochets we have to work a chain 1, and then between the 2 groups of 3 double crochets in that space here we make a new group of 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3, and after that 3 double crochet for a straight side we make a chain 1. Skip over the next 3 double crochets. In the next chain 2 corner space we make a new corner of 3 double crochet, then a chain 2 and 3 more double crochets. For the next corner, straight side, we make a chain 1. Then here between the 2 groups of 3 double crochets in this space here we make a new group of 3 double crochet. after that 3 double crochet on the straight side, we make a chain 1. So we work every time in the straight side. After 3 double crochets, a chain 1, and in every corner we make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So in the next corner, in that chain 2 corner space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And I speed a little bit up. Then a straight side, make a chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next space, for a straight side, make a chain 1, then in the next chain 2 corner space, a new corner, 3 double crochet, then in the corner, chain 2, 3 more double crochet back in that same chain 2 corner space, then make a straight side, chain 1, and then if we all the way around, we have here that chain 4 in the beginning. Your first 3 chain stitches count for a first double crochet. You have to work here in this chain 1 space here 2 more double crochets. It's 1 back in that same space for a second to work that first group or our last group complete. See? So we have here also 3 double crochets. Now make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet, that's the chain 3 in the third chain stitch. 1, 2, 3. You go in with your hook, grab your yarn, pull through and pull through. So I grab my needle and my scissor and I cut the yarn. And now I'm open up that last stitch, pull the hook all the way up, then I grab the needle and I work both tails in on the back of the stitches. Now here we have the little knot here of the last stitch, and we go through that last stitch again through the back, then we turn our work and then we go under through a little stitch here on the back, then pull through for a second time, go under through that same stitch. Now make a little loop, then you go with your needle into that loop and then you pull to make a little knot, and then only in the back of the stitches like this you work the tail in, so you do not see that needle on the front. It's only in the back loop of the stitches. Then you pull through, then you skip 1 stitch here on the back and then you go wave in the tail to the other side. Then here the magic circle, pull to close that circle here in the middle, then also go under through a little stitch, pull through, go under through that same stitch, make a little loop, so this little loop here, you go into that loop and then pull, and then wave the tail in on the back like this. Then you skip 1 stitch to the other side, work the tail in. Then you can cut off both tails. This is our beginning granny square, and now we start on the second color. The second color, we make a slip knot on the hook. And we begin in a chain to corner space. It doesn't matter which one, you choose one with a standing double crochet. So the yarn is on the hook, yarn over, enter hook in the chain to corner space. Then grab your yarn, pull up, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull for 2, yarn over, pull for 2. This is a standing double crochet. Now here in that same space, make 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. And after that 3 double crochets for a straight side, we make a chain 1. We make that corner not complete to make that 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We work only on a straight side. 1 row to this side, then the second row we go back to that side, and the third row back to this side. 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3. So we skip over the next 3 double crochets, and then here in the next chain 1 space make 3 double crochet. And we work on a straight side, so we work a chain 1 after that group of 3 double crochets every time on a straight side. After a group of 3 double crochet, chain 1. Skip over the next 3 double crochets, in the next chain 1 space make 3 double crochet. Chain 1. And then skip the next 3 double crochets, in the chain to corner space only 3 double crochets. We work after that last group of 3 double crochet, not the chain 1. We turn our work and work to this side here. We work our first double crochet, that's a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we turn our work, but we have to skip here that 3 double crochet in the beginning, so we have to work a chain 1 more. So we have here in the beginning a chain 4. We skip the next 3 double crochet, and then here in the next chain 1 space make 3 double crochets. And after that 3 double crochet, chain 1. Skip over the next 3 double crochet, in the next chain 1 space 3 double crochet, and then we have to work a chain 1. 3 double crochets in the next chain 1 space, and then a chain 1. And then on top here of the first standing double crochet we have to work only 1 double crochet in that space, of in that stitch here on the top. Make 1 double crochet. Now we have this 1 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. We have to work 1 time to the other side. We make our first double crochet, that's the chain 3. Then we turn our work, and now here in that first chain 1 space make 2 double crochets. It's 1 and 2. So we have here in the beginning our first group of 3 double crochet. Then we have to work 1 chain. In the next chain 1 space 3 double crochet, then a chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and then here in the chain 4 space counts for a double crochet and a chain 1. We work again 3 double crochets, 1, 2, but now the next double crochet we change from color. So I grab a new color and I show you how to work that last double crochet to change color. So I grab a new color, make our last double crochet here. So we yarn over, enter your hook in that chain 4, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over and pull for 2. Now we have here 2 loops on the hook. We grab our new color, then we yarn over with the new color and pull through the 2 loops on the hook like this. Now here on the back I make a little knot of 2 tails, but first I cut the green color, and then from these 2 tails here we make a little knot on the back to secure both tails like this. Now we have this here. Start with the new color on the hook on this side here, and we make also 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3 times with the new color. So we start on the 3rd color and we leave all these tails on the end of our work. If the square or your blanket is complete, then we weave all the tails in. So we start on the new color and we begin with our first double crochet. That's chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We work on the straight side and we have to jump over this 3 double crochet here to work in the next chain 1 space. So we have to work 1 more chain stitch in the beginning. So we have here 4 chain stitches. Now here in the space here we make a new group of 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, and then we have to make a chain 1. We skip over the next 3 double crochet here in the chain space. That's a corner space here of the granny square. We make also 3 double crochet and then chain 1 in the next space, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 more double crochets in the next chain 1 space, then a chain 1, and then here in the chain to corner space we make a half corner, so 3 double crochet in that space, 1, 2 and 3, and not that chain 1 here on the last group. So you work here only 3 double crochets. We work again to the other side. So we start with our first double crochet, that's a chain 3, and then we have to jump over that 3 double crochet here. So we have 1 more chain stitch, that's 4 in total. So in the beginning we make 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, counts for a double crochet and a chain 1. You turn your work upside down, skip the first group of 3 double crochets, in that chain 1 space make a new group of 3 double crochet. and then chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, then we jump over the last group of 3 double crochet, and now here in that chain 4 space we make a half corner, only 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. In the corner we make not that chain 1. We work again to the other side. We make in the beginning chain 3 for a first double crochet, then we have to make a chain 1 to skip over the first group of 3 double crochet. So in the beginning make chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 counts for a first double crochet and a chain 1. You turn your work, skip the first 3 double crochet, in the next chain 1 space a new group of 3 double crochet. Then we make a chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1. I need some yarn, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, and then here in the corner we make 3 double crochets, and then the third double crochet we change from color. So I grab now a new color and I show you once more how to work that last double crochet to changing color. So I grabbed a new color and we start with our last group of 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and the third one we change from color. So yarn over, enter yoke in the chain 4, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, pull for 2. We have here 2 left over on the hook. So we grab our new color, yarn over with the new color, and then pull through the 2 loops on the hook. Now on the back make a little knot, so we cut that color that we're working with, and then from these 2 tails make a little knot. Then we can start with the new color. So now we have this, and we start with the new color on this side here. Also 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3. Now we repeat all the stitches that we work here on this side here. So we start with our first double crochet, that's a chain 3, and then we have to jump over that first group of 3 double crochet here. That means we have to work on a straight side 1 more chain. So in the beginning we start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So counts for double crochet and a chain 1. You skip over the first group, then here in the first space make 3 double crochet and a chain 1. Skip over the next group, and then here in the corner of the square make 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet all the way to the end of the one side of the square, 3 double crochet, and after the 3 double crochet on the straight side make a chain 1. So here in the chain 2 corner space we make a half corner, only 3 double crochet, not the chain 1. So the first row is complete. Now we have to work to the other side. In the beginning we work a chain 3, counts for a double crochet, and then we have to skip over the first group of 3 double crochet. That means that we have to work 1 more chain stitch for a straight side. 4 chain stitches in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you turn your work upside down, skip the first group. Here in the next chain 1 space 3 double crochets, and a chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, and a chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, and then here in the corner space we make a half corner, only 3 double crochets. Then we start to work to the other side. In the beginning we work that chain 4, counts from first double crochet, and a chain 1 to skip over the first group of 3 double crochet. So chain 4, turn your work, skip the first group, in the next chain 1 space 3 double crochet, chain 1, 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 and then in the last group of 3 double crochet, in the third double crochet, we change also from color. So I grab a new color and I show you how to work that last double crochet. New color, we make our last group here of 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and in the third double crochet we change from color. Yarn over, pulled for 2. On the back we cut the color that we're working with and make a little knot. So we have this so far. Now we start with the new color on this side here and make also 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. So the next color, and we work on this side here a little bit different than we work these both colors here. We start with our first double crochet, that's chain 3, and then we make also 1 more chain, 4 chain, to skip over the first group of 3 double crochet. Now we in the next space make 3 double crochet, 1, yeah, 2 and 3, then a chain. In the next space also 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, all the way to the end of this side. Chain 1. Then here in the last space we work 3 double crochets, then a chain 1, and now here on top of the first chain 3 in the third chain stitch, here in this stitch here, we work 1 double crochet. So yarn over, enter your hook in the third chain, that's this stitch here, and make only 1 double crochet here on the end. So we have here 1 double crochet in the beginning and only 1 double crochet on the end. Now we turn our work, we work to the other side. In the beginning we make our first double crochet and make then here in the first chain 1 space that first group of 3 double crochets complete. So we work 2 double crochets here in that first space. So we start with our first double crochet, that's that chain 3. Then you turn your work. And then here in the first chain 1 space make 2 double crochets. So we work our first group of 3 double crochet complete like this. Straight side, that means we have to work in chain 1. Then in every chain 1 space we work again 3 double crochet and a chain 1 all the way to the other side. And then here in our last space of that chain 4 we make a group of 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, oh, I need some yarn. So that last double crochet here, number 3, and we work not that chain 1 here in the corner. So we have here on this side here 3 double crochet and 3 double crochet in the beginning and on the end. So we work again to the other side. Start with our first double crochet and a chain 1 to skip over the first group of 3 double crochet. So work chain 4. Now you turn your work. Skip the first 3 double crochets in the first chain 1 space. Make a new group of 3 double crochet and a chain 1. And a chain 1 after the group of 3 double crochet. Work like this your stitches to the next corner. So I work all the stitches to the next corner. I have to make 1 more double crochet, and that last double crochet here on the end we change also from color. So I grab a new color. After that last group of 3 double crochet, we have to work also 1 chain. And now here on top of the chain 3, we make 1 double crochet, yarn over, and to hook in the top of that chain stitch, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, pull for 2, and now we grab our new color, yarn over with the new color, and pull through 2 loops on the hook. So we got the orange color and make a little knot. Like this. We can start with the new color on this side here. Also 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. Start on the new color here in the corner. Around that first double crochet here, we make our half corner, 3 double crochets here in the beginning. Our first double crochet is a chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's 1 and 2. So we have here in the beginning 3 double crochets. Make a chain 1 and then repeat all these stitches what you did before, and every space 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1. Work like this to the next corner, and here in the last space, in that corner space, we make only 3 double crochets, not a chain 1 on the end. I work all my stitches. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 groups of 3 double crochets. After that last group of 3 double crochet, we work not a chain 1. We work again to the other side, make in the beginning a chain 4 to create our first double crochet, and to make that chain 1 to skip over that first group of 3 double crochet. So make a chain 4, then you turn your work, skip over that first group of 3 double crochet, and then again in every chain 1 space make a new group of 3 double crochet, and then in chain 1 all the way to the other side. Make in the next chain 1 spaces 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then only on top of here that last group of 3 double crochet we have to work only 1 double crochet on top of the chain 3. I work all my stitches. Here in the beginning we have only 1 double crochet, and on the end we have only 1 double crochet. We start with the first chain 3 to make our first double crochet of the next row, and then here in the chain 1 space we make the first group of 3 double crochets complete with 2 double crochets. So we start with our first double crochet, that's a chain 3, turn your work, and in your first chain 1 space make 2 double crochets to work that first double crochet of 3 double crochets complete. Then we make a chain 1, so like this. Now in every space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times make 3 double crochets, chain 1 between, and then here in the last space, in the last chain 1 space, we work only 3 double crochets, and then we change from color on top of the 3rd double crochet. So on the end of this row, after that last group of 3 double crochet, on the 3rd double crochet I change from color. Now we turn our square, and then you start all over again. 3 rows, and we start here with our first double crochet, then make a chain 1, so we have to create a chain 4, and then here in the first space make 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, all the way to the end, and in this corner here we make 3 double crochets, then we make a chain 3, turn our square, and then make the next row complete. This is only what you have to do. Repeat all these granny stitches between the chain 1 so many times as you want, so big as you want that your square must be. So I make a few more rows like this, and I'll show you the end result. Make your square so big as you want. On the end of this color here I change from color again, but now we have a square. If you look at the middle of the square, you have on each side of the square 2 different colors. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 and 2. I make one more round to show you the end result of that round. I complete the next round, and if we look at the square, you see on every side of the center square 3 colors. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. So I change here 1 times from color. I make a border around this square here. If you want your square bigger, so you work a blanket, then you can go on and on and on with all the colors that you want. So I make one more round around this whole square with a new color, and we start with a chain 3, counts from first double crochet, and then here in this first corner we make 2 more double crochets, and this is a half corner. I make a chain, skip over the next, and we make on this side in every space 3 double crochets, and after those 3 double crochets you make 1 chain all the way to the next corner. So we work here in the corner space, that chain 5, a new corner, but we did before here in the center square. So we make in the corner 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet more in that same chain 5 space, then make 1 chain, and then we repeat all these stitches in every space, chain 1 space, 3 double crochet, and then work in chain 1. Work like this all your stitches, and I show you here the corner. So I work all my stitches. Now here after the last group of 3 double crochet and that chain 1, we have to make a corner. In that chain 5 space, 3 double crochets in that space, and now we work a chain 2 in the corner, and then 3 more double crochets back in that same chain 5 space. And after that corner we have to work on the straight side. We work again that chain 1. So this is your first corner, and this is the repeat. We work all the way around. So in every chain 1 space make 3 double crochet between a chain 1, and then in every corner in that chain 5 corner space we make a new corner of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, then a chain 1, and then you repeat all these stitches all the way around. In the beginning we close on top of the first double crochet, that's here, the chain 3, with a slip stitch. So you work here in the corner 3 double crochet, chain 2, and then we make that slip stitch. But I show you that last corner here. Work like this all your stitches, and I'll see you on the end of this round. I'm all the way around, make all my stitches. On the end of this round, after that last group of 3 double crochet and a chain 1, we have to work that last corner complete. Here in the beginning we work 3 double crochets. That means that we have to work in that last corner chain 3 double crochets and a chain 2 before we close this round. So 3 double crochet here in the corner space, then that chain 2, and now on top here of the first double crochet, that chain 3 in the third chain stitch, 1 2 3, in that stitch you work that slip stitch. And then also that last corner is complete. We have to work one more round, and then the square or your blanket is complete. So the last round with the same color, and we begin first with a chain 1, and that chain 1 counts for nothing. It's only to high up that stitch. Now you go back into that same stitch where you make that slip stitch of the previous round with a single crochet. So you go in with your hook in that same stitch, grab your yarn, pull up, yarn over, and pull through 2 for your first single crochet. Then here in the top of the next double crochet under through that whole stitch, work 1 single crochet, and also on top of the next stitch, the third double crochet, work 1 single crochet. Then in the chain 1 space also 1 single crochet in that space, not in that stitch but in that space. Then on top of the next 3 double crochets, work 1 single crochet. Then in the chain 1 space also 1 single crochet, and this is the way how you work to the next corner. In every stitch 1 single crochet, and in every chain 1 space also 1 single crochet all across to the next corner. I work all my stitches to the next corner. I have to make here on top of the 3 double crochets in the corner also 1 single crochet, and then here in the chain 2 corner space we make a new corner, 2 single crochets in that corner space. So 1 2, then make a chain 2, 1 2, back in that same corner with 2 single crochets, 1 and 2 for a corner. Then on top of every stitch 1 single crochet, and in every chain 1 space also 1 single crochet, and this is the way how you work all the way around. Work like this all your stitches. I see you back here in the beginning, here in the beginning. Then I show you the last corner, and then we make an invisible join to close this round, and then we weave all the tails in, and then we're done. I'm all the way around and make my last single crochets on top of the last 3 double crochet. And now here in the last corner we have to make 2 single crochets, chain 2, 2 more single crochets in that same space, and then here we make that chain 1 in the beginning, counts for nothing, it's only to high up the stitch, and then we work that first single crochet. That's the first stitch of this round. We cut the yarn, not too short. We have to make a invisible join in the beginning, open up that stitch, you pull your hook all the way up, and then I grab the needle, make an invisible join in the beginning. So we have to skip the first stitch, that single crochet here 4, and I zoom a little bit in so you can see what I mean. That single crochet of the chain stitch here counts for nothing. We skip also that stitch, and this is your first single crochet. We skip also that stitch, and we go to the next on the top of the second single crochet, and then you go with your needle on it through that whole stitch, that little V here. So you go on it through, then you pull through, then you go back to the last stitch, your last single crochet, and then only in the back loop of that single crochet, and then you go to the first single crochet of this round, that's here, and then only in the back loop of that stitch, then you pull through, not too tight, and this here, this little V is your invisible join, also a nice V stitch. Now on the back I go on it through 1 piece of thread, then pull through for a second time on it through that same stitch, and make a little loop. You go with your needle into that loop and pull to create a little knot, and now we weave in the tail. So weave also all the tails in on the back of the stitches, and then we done. I weave all the tails in on the back of the stitches, and this is the end result. The square is complete. I hope this was a useful video for you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on the notification bell so you don't miss any new tutorial from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!